Welcome everybody as we're going to get into this next game. This next series is going to be rather fun. We've got Ministry of Winds Matiz, the blue Zerg in the bottom left. And his opponent is going to be RobotBoy, who is going to be the orange Zerg in the top right. I know nothing about RobotBoy, maybe some of you guys do, but if you would like and you want to let us know you think it's going to be winning, please go to zanderfever.tv/vote. Let us know, because as of right now, RobotBoy's got 100% of the votes, and I highly doubt that's what is actually representing what you guys think, as Matiz is definitely a strong player. I believe he's actually the coach for Ministry of Wind. And he's a very strong Zerg player. I actually saw him for the first time in the Zotac Cup the other day, and he really impressed me. So I'm very happy to be seeing him yet again here in the TSL4. And RobotBoy is an unknown, and honestly, I think it's so much fun to watch unknowns. And it makes me wish that I had casted him live so I could ask him what his team was. If anybody of you guys in chat actually know what his team is, let me know. Let me know what the team tag is. I will gladly stick it here onto the overlay for him, because all these teams deserve as much publicity as they possibly can. Alright, so now Matiz is looking like he is probably going to be going for either a 14 hatch or a 15 pool. It looks like it'll be a 15 pool because he just built that other drone. So, I mean 15 hatch, what am I talking about? Oh, he actually is going for a 15 pool. He is going for a 15 pool. I actually accidentally called that. That's kind of funny. Alright, so RobotBoy, on the other hand, looks like he's going to be going for a 15 hatchery, which is fine. He's going to have a little bit of a lead. Matiz is playing it a little bit safe by going for this spawning pool first. He's even getting his gas down after that, so it's not a speedling opener actually, it's just a faster pool build. I'm kind of curious as to what his reasoning is to not go for a speedling opener if he's going to be going for gas and a pool, but he is a much better player than me, so I will not really be able to critique him without looking like a fool. So that knowledge aside, RobotBoy could very well get away with the hatchery first, basically scot-free. But if Matiz goes for a weird kind of play, he could go in for an odd push. Because his hatchery is going down now, he's not going to be too far behind in terms of the economy. But with this much earlier gas, he has an opportunity to go out for maybe even banelings or roaches, or make a really weird, awkwardly timed push, because this is not how ZVZ build orders usually start in the beginning. And he could even literally throw down a baneling nest right now that's got 50 gas and go for a very awkward baneling timing, because I have seen that, and it's incredibly difficult to pull off. Usually you do that off of one base, and usually it's on a map like Tolerant Altar, somewhere where you've got a wide open non-ramp natural, which is actually also true for Cloud Kingdom. So I don't want to completely discount that possibility, but we'll see exactly what he's going to be doing, because the metabolic boost is now being started, so we could just see Matiz pulling back and actually just doing a baneling timing a little bit later on. RobotBoy is looking like he's going to throw down his Evo chamber first, so he's probably going to play for probably faster roaches, I think. Because when you throw down an Evo chamber this early, what it means is that you usually want to throw a +1 missile attack upgrade down pretty quickly. Because if you can do that, when your roaches pop, they'll already be stronger than they would be without exactly that upgrade. So it gives you a nice opportunity to be ahead compared to your opponent, who most likely is not going to be having such an early Evo chamber. It makes your play just a little bit potentially more effective. And Matiz is throwing down a baneling nest of his own right now at the natural expansion, so he's got an opportunity to be aggressive against RobotBoy, who is getting actually carapace. Huh? Carapace. Why is he getting carapace? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. If he was going for melee attacks, I could understand that one, because you want your Zerglings to be effective against everything you can, and you don't want them to get to be ineffective against roaches in the larger numbers. But he's getting carapace. Does he predict Ling versus Ling battles? Because that would then make sense. Huh. I don't know. I'm curious about your stream's opinion. You can always let us know by zanderfever.tv/vote as I go ahead and buy time for my thoughts to ponder while I think about a carapace first in a ZVZ. Because I'm not used to seeing that. I don't think many people are. But Matiz is here throwing down his spine crawlers in the front. And no layer or anything quite yet. I just had to put on chapstick on because my lips are actually quite chapped and I haven't been drinking enough water this entire time. So That's why I just sounded really awkward and the camera went to a bad spot. Still, MoW.Matiz has got a good Overlord spread. He's actually got a Ling running around the natural expansion. He's going to be able to go win. He's going to actually get the scout. He's going to see a Baneling Nest and the Evo Chamber. But the Baneling Nest is definitely odd considering the carapace. I guess he really does want to stick to Ling Baneling. It's so odd. But now we're having MoW.Matiz going for his third base. And if he can defend against the carapace upgraded Lings of RobotBoy, that could be a very nice thing. However, that investment may make things a little bit more difficult, but MoW.Matiz is going for his Roach Warren as of right now. His Banes of his own are ready to push forward, and if RobotBoy pushes forward, he could lose a ton of his drones, his Zerglings there. He's actually just gets Speedling to finish, and we see that a couple of those units will get picked up, and now we're having Lings versus Lings battles, and if you look at this, RobotBoy's got that +1 carapace, and it's helping him greatly in Ling versus Ling, and MoW.Matiz, I don't know if he's clicked on those Lings and seen the fact that they have that upgrade, but right now this Baneling is going to be wasted Baneling down there. We have a third base coming down for RobotBoy as well. We have him going for a lot of Banes, and MoW.Matiz, you need a third Baneling. You need a third Baneling. If he had one more Baneling, he would have traded 3 Banelings for 6, and now he just traded 5 Banelings for 2. Oh, that's really, really bad. As we're seeing him pushing forward, or 4 Banelings to 2, I don't know, but we're watching a streaming forward of so many units. This Ling play of RobotBoy with their upgrade is actually proven to be incredibly effective. That carapace upgrade is definitely showing to be nice in Ling versus Ling battles. Right now we're seeing that those drones are trying to be targeted down, but these Lings are just attacking and doing a little bit of damage, more than MoW.Matiz has got to be expecting. I mean, they're trading so unevenly, and the only difference is a +1 upgrade on the carapace, and we can see how MoW.Matiz has lost definitely a lot more. Part of that is because of those bad Baneling trades, but now we're having, those Banelings are going to come in for RobotBoy's going to go ahead and get a nice explosion off, but we have Roaches now out for MoW.Matiz. We got to be really careful in how he uses them. He's slightly ahead in the food count, but his drone count's a bit lower, and it looks like RobotBoy is now target firing the Roach. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now that he stopped doing that, but he just took a lot of Baneling hits, and now we're seeing MoW.Matiz is even this up, and it looks like he may be able to actually stabilize. The Queen will fall. That's a really unfortunate pickoff. MoW.Matiz is now down to 1 Queen worth of spawn larvae and everything, and it looks like these Lings are still alive. They're going to push forward and target fire a lot of those drones. RobotBoy's aggression is incredibly strong right now. These Lings are just trying to run around and do what they can. They may be able to pick off a single drone. Looks like they will not be able to do that, but we are seeing a ton more Banelings being morphed. We actually have a double extractor. We're still on hatchery tech actually from RobotBoy, but he does have a little bit of a spread of drones that's giving him a little bit of a lead, but the tech lead is definitely in favor of MoW.Matiz. He's got the Roaches that are going to allow him to pick off those Banelings, and we see him doing exactly that. We saw the target fire, the queuing up of killing off those Banelings. But MoW.Matiz is looking like he should be able to hold this off, but it's not going to be stopping anytime soon. For the moment, he's okay, but we're having more Lings and Banes streaming across the map. These Roaches, though, are key as they keep on growing in numbers, and big Bane explosion. MoW.Matiz gets the clutch Baneling explosion, and the other Banes are exploding on the Roaches themselves. We have Lings now getting into the main base of MoW.Matiz, and it looks like they may go ahead and just start trying to take out the Queen, but never mind. Target firing the drones. Nope, target firing the Queen. Will they get the Queen? It's going to be not happening, I don't think. Yep, not happening. But this aggression is hardcore. Oh my god. And now RobotBoy is going to start engaging this third base, but there's a ton of Roaches now on the field. MoW.Matiz is up to 11. RobotBoy is looking like he really should be getting repulsed soon, but he's going to continue the aggression. If he can land the perfect Baneling hits, who knows what could happen. But these Banes are just happily morphing at the front. We have Lings going there in the front. They're actually wasting a Baneling or 2, and we see drones are getting picked off very, very efficiently by RobotBoy. He's now killed off 12 of those drones, and MoW.Matiz is still very, very close to being in the same drone count there, but we have the hatchery falling. MoW.Matiz has lost his third hatchery. That's really, really unfortunate. RobotBoy's aggression is incredible. He's using this map very effectively, and we see that he's got the 1-1 actually now. He's got versus the 0-0. These 1-1 Zerglings are doing an amazing job, and the lair tech is almost done for RobotBoy, while MoW.Matiz has not been able to even start his, and it's 13 minutes into the game, and no lair techs even start for MoW.Matiz is really, really bad, but RobotBoy is quite far behind in the food count. And we're seeing him actually sending more Lings into the back over here. Their 1-1 upgrade is going to be really pivotal, but MoW.Matiz is now getting Banes of his own. The Banes and Roach combination of him is going to be deadly, absolutely devastating right now. So they're going to start pushing in, and we're going to see the Lings are going to start trying to engage and pick off those Banes. And we see actually a lot of Banes get wasted down there. And if, oh, that Bane gets exploded, there we go. It actually hits a lot, but that +1 carapace, wait, that +1 carapace, I think, makes the Lings survive to one shot of the Banes. Yeah, 35. I thought they did 36 damage. That +1 carapace makes Banelings not kill Lings in one shot. Oh, that's so important. That makes perfect sense now as to why RobotBoy is going for the carapace upgrade. And now we're seeing them streaming forward as, oh god, RobotBoy is now looking to be in a rough spot. There's a lot of roaches, but they are unupgraded roaches. And we see the Banelings exploding and doing a lot of damage to those Lings as Matiz is still keeping these roaches alive. The unit's loss tab is showing to be such an even thing, but the food count tells a different story. Worker counts are basically even as well, but it seems that Matiz is feeling confident enough to warp a ton of Banelings over here, and we're having Queens now starting to engage, but here come the Banes of Matiz. They gotta be really careful in where they engage. We see Transfuse on the Queens, and the aggression is continuing. Matiz is going forward, but all these Banes are going to try and actually retreat with those Banes. If you look back here, he does not have any lair tech. His third base has not been put down yet again. RobotBoy has got his lair done. He's actually going for a macro hatch, and as far as lair tech goes, you have Infestors coming on the plane. If he can actually end up fungling the Lings from Matiz, that would be the single most one-sided thing ever. If he can fungal the Lings, because he's already got the upgrade lead, and that would just nullify those Lings to such a crazy extent. But we are having Matiz looking like he's transitioning into pure Roche, but we're now 16 minutes into this game. My god, as he's going to be strumming forward with so much stuff, and now we're going to have them engaging as we're going to watch as they're going to be attacking. Matiz is going to be defending this. He's got the Banelings exploding on top of the Zerglings, and we see this, the brand new hatch is going to get attacked immediately. It does get cancelled successfully, but Matiz is going to try and defend this some more. I mean, just take a look at all of the Banes just going forward and just decimating those Zerglings. Nice job. Matiz is holding well, but RobotBoy is ahead in the food count now. Matiz used to have a 20 or a 30 food lead, and this is getting to be one of the most insane ZVZs I've ever seen. Matiz still no lair tech. Still no lair tech. He is down to 23 drones, though. RobotBoy has actually killed the 23 drones. And RobotBoy is moving forward. We can see that his upgrades are now 2-2. We have 2-2 Lings for RobotBoy. Matiz is at 0-0. And that's so bad. 0-0 against 2-2. I need to breathe. So much more than I'm actually breathing right now. Matiz is trying to go across the map with these roaches. But I'm entering that lightheaded stage. It's going to be pushing forward. We've got the drones and the drones. No, those are not drones. Those are Banelings. We see a nice explosion down there. We're going to see a full surround. The Banes get big splash damage shots. These roaches are all now in the red and orange, but there may not be enough Lings to clean it up. No! Matiz is so damaged. Oh my god, he literally has a 3 health roach in there. You know that means it is at 1 health that when those attacks hit. So RobotBoy is going to get some more Lings out in the field. Shocker there. He's going to push forward. If he can go ahead and get a surround on these roaches, that'll be key. These roaches are on such low health. We see them engaging. The 2-2 Lings are doing such a good job of getting the shots up, but we're having Matiz bringing in these Banelings, and they're going to explode really nicely, taking out so many Lings. RobotBoy, though, is quite far ahead in the food count right now by a whopping 9. And by 9, I mean 15. Because I can do math, but we're having a lot of overlords in the middle of the map. Looks like Matiz may be choosing to be aggressive right now with these roaches. But as of right now, RobotBoy is getting Infestors onto the field. Got Patrick Glance and everything. Are we going to see him fungal those roaches? He fungals the roaches, and a lot of them were in the red enough that we're going to see this roaches pushing in, just dying, and Matiz calls the GG. The GG is there, and Matiz is now down 0-1 as RobotBoy takes game number 1. Really, really cool game. And that was honestly one of the most aggressive ZVZs I've ever seen. Such a cool series by these players. Let's go on to the next one because I got to get right to it now.